my fellow comic book collectors. It's Alan, the Comic Collector Geek, and I have another part of this massive unboxing. This is part 3. I recommend you check out part 2. Oh my god. I was like, oh, shoot. These are all like the best books. A lot of the great books were in part 2. Really great books. Check that part out. If you haven't checked it out, it is insane. Just like awesome book after awesome book. But this will be a great unboxing as well, and we'll get into it right now. So I'm gonna show you one big package and one little package. So yeah, I was just like, oh man, I should have saved those books for the finale. They were so great. But I know that there's actually even better books. Still, just so many great books in this unboxing. Okay. One sec here. This one has a bit of unwrapping to do. I thought I got most of it, but I guess not. Okay. Alright. So, some of this, okay. So this is just a freebie comic. Start out with like a cheap comic. This is Trick or Treat. And this is just a really, cool cover appearance of I think it's what is it, like this new Green Goblin or Queen Goblin or whatever she is. Yeah, it's the rise of the Queen Goblin. Yeah, even says Queen Goblin. Okay, so yeah. I don't know. It's just a free comic that was thrown in. Okay, and now this one's interesting. I actually won a set. I actually was surprised when I won this because this set was quite hot, or a few issues I should say from it were quite hot. And it's Soldiers of Victory is the name of it's like 7 soldiers. So this is Soldiers of Victory number 0. Okay. And I just won the complete set. This is 7 soldiers. 7 soldiers. 7 soldiers. And this is just number 0. And then we got Mr. Miracle 1. And I won the whole set really, really cheaply. I like nobody bid on it. I just happened to win it for opening bid. So number 2. I think it was like not even that much. I forgot how much. It was like $20 or something like that. And it was like it has a lot of comics inside. Number 3. And I'll show you some of the keys when I hit them. Number 4. And then we got number 1 of Frankenstein. 7. This was like a series in here. Frankenstein again. And this one is actually the key. Number 3. I forget what the key is, to tell you the truth. I think it's the First Lady Frankenstein or something like that. And then we got number 4. And Lady Frankenstein's going to be in Creature Commandos. So this is Lady Frankenstein right there. So her first appearance and her first cover appearance. So it's kind of nice when you can get both. And I got it for a great deal. So I was quite happy. Then we got Shining Knight. So there's a lot of like little, like it was the whole set of all the 7 soldiers books. So it runs through multiple series. And actually they gave two copies of that one. That's interesting. And then we got number 3 of Shining Knight. Number 4, this is a very sexy cover. Kind of nice. And then we have the Clarion. Number 1. And number 2. I don't know this series. If it's, it was just this was just a big win. It just had a lot of books in it. And to win it for like $20, it was pretty great. Number 4. And that one book that I showed actually is a mega key, and it's worth more than the whole lot combined. So number 1 of the Guardian number 1 again, 2 I should say, number 3 the Manhattan Guardian, number 4, and there's 2 issues of this one again. And actually the reason I bought this was not even for any of those books. The reason I bought this set was I wanted a very particular group of comics that just happens to be 7 Soldiers. There was a run of Zatanna that happened to have it. So I like Zatanna, and I just wanted to get the set of Zatanna. So this, I was looking at just picking up the set of Zatanna books, and it was quite expensive. Just to get the set of Zatanna would be like $40, $50. So this is number 1. And they just happen to have the whole thing, like every 7 Soldiers ones, for cheaper, opening bid. So I was like, oh, why not? And this is one of these really great covers. Number 3. Actually, that was the cover that kind of inspired me to look for these things. And then I was like, oh, the Zatanna run has really great covers. So this is number 4. And then just other things that also were mixed in is the Bulleteer. I thought this was really, really great cover. And then we got Bulleteer number 2. So I just thought this was such an epic win to get such, get a whole collection like this, and just for really like below cover price. Number 3, I as I said, like these are they each retail at $2 to $3, and there's like maybe 30 books, and I got them for like $1 each, like like less than that. So yeah, this is the Bulleteer number 4. And the last one is just 7 Soldiers of Victory, number 1. So that's it. It was just, I was like super excited when I won that lot. Just so many great, it's great when you can get a whole series all together, and, it's like a collection in one, and get it for a great price too. I can't believe nobody bid. I was actually watching the auction till the very last second and waiting for somebody to outbid me, and then I'd have to like put in an emergency bid. But I won it for open and bid, so I was quite happy. Because when I bid on things, usually what I do is I just put in whatever the lowest bid is, just to watch it and have it in my eBay like bidding books, and then I'll let other people outbid me until the last second, when then I outbid them. But in this case, it was the opposite, where I was just sort of waiting for them to outbid me, but nobody did. So I'm happy. Okay, this next one is my comic shop order, and it's a lot of men's magazines, so this is going to be fun. Okay. This is really well taped inside here. Okay. Okay. This book is kind of funny. I've ordered this book like 4 or 5 times, and every time, like I almost ordered it 4 or 5 times. It's back here. For the tape noises. So much tape on that. So this first book, I ordered this book so many times, and what I do is like, I don't want to send my my comic shop orders all at once, or individually, I should say. What I will do is like kind of put everything in my shopping cart and just sort of let it sit for a little while, and then once I'm ready to send it all out, because then you save on shipping, you're not paying for shipping multiple times, right? So I'll just sit there, and sometimes my cart items will disappear. Somebody else will buy the comics from my shopping cart. I'm like, oh shoot, I really wanted that book. And this book was on my want list, and it was one that I had put in my cart like 3 or 4 times, and every time it would disappear from my shopping cart. And then it would disappear from my comic shop. They wouldn't have another copy, and then I'd have to wait whatever number of months for them to get another copy of it, and that's what happened. So, but I did manage to find to get it, and it's really I build it up, but it's not a super exciting book. It's just Black Cat Home for Christmas. I just love the cover. I really like Black Cat. She was a Golden Age character. She made her first appearance in Pocket Comics #1. Just a really cool character from the Golden Age that I really like. And this is Ken Seldige. And I just mispronounce his name and then say it quietly. Just totally mess up his name. But yeah, it's but this is just a really great cover. I just like it. I like the fact that she kind of kicking off her boot, and Santa's in the background, and he's giving her new boots. So yeah, kind of fun. Okay, so that comic, I had it on my watch list and everything, and every time it would appear, and then I'd put it in my shopping cart, and then it would disappear the next second. It's like so annoying. Okay. So these next ones are all men's magazines, and they're some really great ones that they had a sale of men's magazines, and they just, I don't know, they just got a huge inventory, and I picked up a whole bunch for really great prices, and they just have really great art. I love these men's magazines for the artwork they have. So this is Rugged, it's just called Rugged Men. And this is volume 2, number 2. And I just thought the cover was really great. I think I paid $10 for it. But I just think these men's magazines are so interesting. Again, they just have these crazy covers like strip clubs, housewives, new road to riches. Just crazy stuff. We fly to hell, into hell. Like I slit my rival's throat. Just like, I just think they're fun. Like they're over the top, manly men doing manly things. I just think it's fun. And a lot of the covers feature like really crazy stuff, like Nazi covers. And that's what this is. This is a crazy Nazi cover. I just thought this was really great stuff. Just so funny. So this is, you are living in a death trap. They're giving away they're giving their favors away. Sex and the average man. Just kind of fun stuff. Crazy Nazi cover. So I was picking these up like 10 to 20 bucks range. That's how much they go for. They actually go for more. I've seen them go way higher than that. So when I can pick them up for that $10 to $20 range, I'm like, hey, why not? And then, so this is True Men, another one of these men's titles. Another great Nazi cover. You got the American soldier hiding, and he's taking out the sexy German guard. The Secret of Madame Gordon's Brawny House, Women Guard of Stalag 199. Yeah, just fun stuff. And this one was actually on my want list because it's kind of a famous magazine, of like kind of similar to Playboy or one of those ones. It's called Nugget, and this is the first issue of Nugget. So issue number 1, and they had a really great price on it, so I snagged it. I figured, hey, why not? It's if you look at Playboy number 1, it goes for insane amounts of money. So I thought, hey, why not pick this up for a good price? So this is Nugget number 1. It was sort of a rival to Playboy, and it's from 1955. So, and then we got True Men. This nice bondage cover. And actually, this one was kind of weird. I think this one was mislisted almost, because this was it's a 5.0, and they had a 3.0, and it was like twice as much. The price, I was like, why is that? So I was like, oh, if the 5.0 is cheaper, I'll just pick up the 5.0. So I picked up the 5.0. Just really great deal. Again, I love these titles. 16 Sirens of the Sumatra, Blasted Halfway into Hell, Disgraced the Confederacy. Just awesome, fun stuff. manly men doing manly things. True men stories. And then we got more true men stories. This is another Nazi cover. As I said, a lot of these men's magazines had like these kind of like almost sadistic Nazi covers. And you got these, you know, women, like how many female Nazi soldiers can you think of? You know, where they have like these kind of open shirts, like what kind of alternate reality is this? But it's funny, so I kind of like it. Breakout from the Nazi bitch camp. Like, just so crazy. Oh man, the Bordello saga. You know, fun stuff. Fun stuff. And again, they're for the most part pretty timid inside. They would have these kind of like sexy little stories, but you know, pretty tame stuff. And they would do a little bit of photos inside. But nothing, no nudity, nothing like on that side. More just sexy, you know, kind of fun. Okay. Okay, so next. Oh, actually, I might have grabbed the next one. So we're going to open up this bag. Okay. Okay, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, this is great. Okay, this is an order that I got from, so in the previous video, I was showing some of these Good Girl Art comics, and I found out that you can actually order from the company directly. And they actually kind of discourage it because some of the books they way overprice just to discourage it, especially the ones that are just coming out. And they do that just so that people, rather than buying from them, they buy from their comic shops. And they do that on purpose. But their older back issues, they actually sell at reasonable prices. So much cheaper than buying it from eBay even. So I ordered a bunch of books, and the guy was super nice to me. He even gave me a discount, like on, like, you know, on the books. So I was paying way less than you would get these on eBay. And, okay, I wish the only thing is they didn't bag and board everything. And it's in this kind of, but I'll have to bag and board all these. Okay, but they are really cool comics. So we got Sentinels of Justice. And this one, the reason I picked this one up is it's an homage to Punch Comics 20. I just thought this was really cool. This giant, like, bird. And in the original Punch Comics 20 version, there's actually several of the women are topless. So it's kind of a notorious book from the Golden Age because it shows nudity on the cover, which is kind of a big no-no in the Golden Age. Yeah. And this one is just an interesting one. This is Big Guns, Women Rampage. You know, so we got some sexy girl in the tubs, like giantess kind of thing. And this is the one I really, really wanted. This is Femme Force. I just really like this Miss Mask and Senorita Rio and Phantom Lady cover. Some really classic characters from the Golden Age. Yeah, this one actually on eBay goes for $60 to $100. Really expensive book, just because it is a great cover. I'll have to bag and board that one. So then we got this is Garganturama, and then this is Marla's Back, and this is actually a book that is two books in one. So you got this one on the front, and then you got this second book, Femme Force number 141. So it's like Gargantumania number 5, and then Femme Force. It's like 2-in-1 kind of book. So that's interesting. And these are all from AC Comics. That's the publisher. And so again, this is another one of these 2-for-1 books. So we got Gargantarama number 7, and then we got Femme Force on the back, 144. And a lot of these have key first appearances. I will have to denote in the description what the key appearances are, but they do have first appearances in them. Then we got again another one of these 2-fers. This is Gargantarama number 8, and then we got Femme Force number 145. And they would basically, these books bring back a lot of these Golden Age characters, kind of put them in sort of a sexier thing. You know, it's not, I don't think there's any nudity, but it is like really catering to the good girl art. So you can see, I'll show you some of the good girl art. You know, it's black and white, but, you know, kind of sexy fun. You know, nothing too graphic or anything, but just kind of, you know, good girl art. You know, but fun stuff. And they're still publishing. They keep on coming out with new comics. So then we got another one. This is like not a 2-fer, but it's just a 1 thing. This is Garganta's Thrilling Science number 1. Just a cool comic. Got the Attack of the 50-Foot Girl on the back kind of thing. And just again, it would reprint a lot of these, reprint with maybe modern art, some of the Golden Age stories. So this would be, I think this is like, what's it called? Like Amazing or Strange Fantasy or something like that, or Strange Worlds. I think it's Strange Worlds. What's the name of the comic that this is reprinting? Oh, wait. Wait. Actually, I'm wrong. It's Terra from Wonder Comics. Another great series. Alex Schomburg cover art. And Gene Fawcett did the interior. So this is what some of these Wonder Comics look like inside. So it's kind of great that you can pick up, you know, you can pick up and read some of these Golden Age books, but in a modern format. So that's why I picked them up. Then we got Femme Force 23. Fun there. So this is the modern version. No, this is the modern version of Phantom Lady, where she's kind of called Night Veil, and they kind of changed her up a little bit. And then we got Femme Force 99. Kind of a cool cover. And Femme Force 44. And actually, I ordered 3 copies of this. I'm going to give away 2. This is Femme Force 19. And this is the first art appearance of Greg Horn. So I'm going to give one of these to my good friend Collecto6, and that's actually a Greg Horn cover. So you can see his name there. And when he did this, he was just a kid. So this is from like the 1988, and Greg Horn was just starting out as an artist, and this is his very first comic artwork. So published work, I should say. So Greg Horn. So I ordered a couple copies of that. And then the weird thing was, I was kind of looking through their website, and they actually had some back issues. Like, I mean, when I'm saying back issues, I mean back issues, like Golden Age stuff. And oh, this is not that. Okay, well, it's somewhere in here. I gotta find it. There's some more books that I ordered from them. This is not what I was expecting. I was expecting the Golden Age book. I ordered a Golden Age book from that publisher, and I got it so cheap. I was shocked that they just didn't raise the price, I guess. But this is another series that somebody mentioned that I sounded interesting, and I just picked up the whole set. So this is The Last Resort. I believe it's like 6 issues or something like that, maybe 5 or 6 issues, or 4 issues. So this is The Last Resort, and because they didn't bag and board them, it's kind of annoying. But some of them have pretty cool covers. Can't really show it that well, but it was, yeah, kind of fun covers. I like this guy's art. So yeah, but they have these kind of cool covers. I think it's sort of like Last Resort is kind of like a zombie, like, you know, you go to a resort and then there's zombies attacking or something like that. Okay, so that was a separate order. And we're going to do one more, just because I think I have enough time to do this. I'm going to try to sneak in one more order. And I'm wondering if this will be the other set of those books. Yes, it is. Okay, so this is what I was looking for. This is what I was expecting when I opened up that other bag. And there's some really great stuff here. Just amazing stuff. Okay, so this is more of those Good Girl art comics. And I'll show them fairly quickly. And I'll have to write down, as I said in the description, what first appearances are in these. Because even though they're modern comics using Golden Age characters, sometimes they put in some of their own characters as well. So you get some new characters that are created. Okay, so this is my other issue of this one. I said I ordered 3 issues, so I have 3 copies of that. And that's Greg Horn's first cover and first comic artwork. So Femme Force 19, book to look for. You can pick it up fairly cheaply because it's sort of one of those under the radar books. Then we got Femme Force 20. I just thought this was a great cover. And then we got Femme Force 31. And again, these are all Good Girl art related books. Then we got Phasers, number 1. And then we have Night Vale's Cauldron of Horror. Great. Again, she would be Night Vale, but it's actually Phantom Lady. So I don't know why they renamed her, but they renamed her. Then we got Femme Force 32. Great, sexy cover. As I said, lots of Good Girl art covers. And then we got Night Vale's Cauldron of Horror, number 3. And then we have Femme Force 97. Just really great, fun artwork. Yeah, I like Bill Black. And then we have Femme Force number 25, and this is Henke artwork. And we got Femme Force number 30. And then we have Dragonfly number 4. And this is, I think this is, like I said, one other book in a previous video was The Shade. I think this might be the first appearance of The Shade. Yeah, not sure. And then we got Biggins number 1. So that other one was number 2. So this is Biggins number 1. I just thought these were really great covers. Kind of sexy, good girl. I don't think it's like there's nudity or anything like that. They just reprint, either reprint or, you know, actually these aren't reprints, but they just, you know, it's just fun, good girl art stuff. Very, you know, sexy, but, you know, innocent. So yeah, Biggins number 1. And then I was really shocked. Oh, okay, but actually, before I show that one, I will show another one. This is Heroes Haven, And this is a homage cover to I think it is like something as Strange Worlds or something like that. This is number 1. Actually, this is my favorite cover from that Golden Age series. Just a homage to it. So this is Heroes Haven number 1, and it reprints a lot of the stories from those classic stories of the 40s vintage, 40s heroines in full color. Yeah, so fun stuff. And last but not least, so these were all modern, but there was one Golden Age book. This is Major Victory Comics number 2. And this is actually a pretty big book. This is just a classic cover, and it's just a really cool cover. So this is Major Victory Comics number 2. Classic cover. Okay, one last thing. I have no idea what this is. It's like in a bag. Let's see what it is. Oh, wow. Okay, this one's a great book. Has a little bit of an issue, but I'm thinking there might be a way to fix it. This is Liberty number 18. Sorry, Liberty from September of 1937, I should say. September 18th. I was going to say 18th issue, but it's not. It's Liberty, September 18th, 1937. So this is an old magazine. And you're probably wondering, why is he even bother showing this? It's like it's not related to comics. It's kind of a weird book. But this is actually the first appearance of Ed the Talking Horse in comic, like as a comic. So just kind of fun. It has somebody's address on it, like, some address label thrown on it. I actually kind of like that in a weird way. I think kind of adds a little bit of the vintageness to it. It would be easy to steam off or remove, but in a way I might keep it. So yes, this is Liberty from 1937. And it's the first appearance of Ed the Talking Horse. So yeah, so just, I don't know. I liked Ed. I actually watched that show way back in the day. So kind of fun, somebody mentioned that. I think it was I forgot who had mentioned that to me. I think it was I Love Disney and Comics mentioned that. And I was like, oh, I have to find that. That's so cool. So yeah, just a really great book. So that was part 3 of this big unboxing, and there's so much more to come. Actually, I tried to do as much in this one video because there's just so many more books to do. So yeah, thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye for now.